which leads into, I don't know, I may cut this off here and make another video regarding people who's, who are on the extreme end of taxation is theft, and that we are truly not free and we're all slaves to the government. And I, to an extent, understand. I get that point of view, and to a certain extent, I believe. I wouldn't say believe, but I accept that point of view, right? Because from certain perspectives, there is some truth to it. Taxation is theft, so stop paying. Go somewhere else, right? Where they don't steal your income through taxation. Good luck with that. It's just not reality. Every society, every modern society, civilization has had some kind of tax, whether it be in a socialistic society, everybody contributes to the quote-unquote common good, right? If it's an agrarian society, everybody contributes X percent of the yield of their crops to hold everybody over during the winter, where food is scarce. So people who do a little bit better can be the buffer for people who didn't have such a good year. That's the idea of socialism anyway, right? In a capitalistic society, you can hoard all you want and to tide you over, and those who don't prepare or are unlucky, the tax system helps those people out. That's the idea anyway. But it's it's done through our taxes to pay for supposedly things that we as private individuals or private entities don't have enough buying power to create, such as roads, which that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother subject matter to talk about. But idealistically, right, roads and government buildings, police departments and stuff like that, theoretically would not be cost effective if people did not pool their monies together to provide for the common good, so to speak. So people who believe taxation is theft, I get it. I understand. I see your point of view. I don't like to pay taxes either, and it aggravates me and it angers me when I see the government wasting our money, and they do waste our money. Any organization is going to experience waste, and the bigger the organization, government is not immune to waste. Churches, who are supposed to be fine, upstanding citizens, right? I've experienced waste in churches. So if it happens in churches, government is no better. But what's the alternative, right? The alternative is make enough to feed your family and give yourself a comfortable life and do what you can to pay as little in taxes as you can. But people say, who are ranting and raving about taxation is theft, and you're stupid if you don't understand taxation is theft. I understand it. I get it all day long. But what's the alternative, in business, I always tell people, okay, it's okay to identify the problem and track things and monitor things, but it always falls short of the end. Is like, okay, so what are you going to do about it? We've collected all this data, and we're collecting data for the sake of collecting data, and we know what, where it leads us, but you don't do anything about it, then collecting data is worthless. You might as well not collect the data. because you're not going to do anything about it. So saying that taxation is theft, okay, I agree. Now what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I'm not doing a damn thing about it. So are you just saying that because it makes you feel better because you're saying that taxation is theft? Yes, the sky is blue. Ice is cold. The sun is hot. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe with maybe a little more explanation, like taxation is theft. Let's legislate or let's put pressure on our elected officials to not raise our taxes or to reduce our taxes. But we're a society of catchphrases. Drive-by philosophy, I guess, to coin a term. We're a society of drive-by philosophy. Taxation is theft. I just put that right there. Have a nice day. Right? So, so I guess what you can do about it is don't vote for higher taxes. I tell my kids, if any politician, when they get to voting age, says, just agree to a tax hike, and I will work to pay for X, right? I'll work to pay for whatever it is that interests you, right? A friend of mine said, we were driving somewhere, and he said, man, these roads got a lot of potholes. And he's like, I would be willing to pay 50 cents, more in taxes for this or that if they would fix the roads. And I told him, well, that's, yes, in an ideal world, I'm right there with you. I would be glad to pool our money and have the government fix the roads to where there aren't as many potholes. But the problem is, you give the government the money and they don't fix the roads. or they don't use all the money to fix the roads, right? So, I guess that is what you can do about it, but that's not what a lot of people who are yelling taxation is theft, they just kind of end it there. They don't say, I guess they're expecting you to understand not to vote for higher taxes. So maybe I'll introduce a meme, taxation is theft, don't vote for higher taxes. To me, that makes more sense, but maybe I'm too much of a simpleton and I take things too literally. Anyway, that's all I got for that one. Later.